Oh, wow. Here we are dealing with it. Making sure we got. Hello, hello, hola, 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 hola. Remember, today is in English. Okay? Hoy estamos en inglés. Hoy we are in English today. Hi, everybody. We are unbelievable. Okay. Okay. Hi, YouTube. We are here on YouTube. We are on Instagram and we are on Facebook. And today we are doing English. It's Tuesday, English, and Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And just in case people who are here on Facebook, it gets cut off on there is a problem with the video, then the video will be in YouTube. Okay? So hi, everybody. I hope everybody is doing great. Let me make sure that we are watching 3 cameras here. Hi, YouTube. Hello, my friend. Hi, Lisbeth, Carmen, Catalina. How is everybody? Eres un gran ejemplo. Carmen, gracias. Gracias. Thank you. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Alfred, hi. We are going to, hi, Sonia. Me alegra. Hi, Sonia. Glad to be here. Yes. Hi, hermosa, Lisbeth. Okay, so if you don't have, do you have any requests for today? I have my notes. I know what I'd like to talk about. How is your life? My life is fabulous. And one of the things, the title that I'm using today in the 3 networks, we have 3 networks. Aren't we wonderful? Aren't we wonderful? We got 3 networks. María Cristina, hola, saludos aquí en Facebook, papi, Pau, hermosa, gracias. Gracias, 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 gracias. ¿Quién se mantiene hermosa? ¿A quién no le gusta a quién no le gusta mantenerse hermosa? Hi, Cristina. Hi, Ass. Hi, Strong Girl. Ah, wow. Okay. Is it enough playing? Well, relax, sit back, get your tea, get your coffee, get your water. Which one, Jessica? Practice your ABCs? I think so too. Lupita, and let me tell you why I think it's so important to practice your ABCs. Because sometimes we have a tendency to reach goals and to achieve results without having the foundation of achieving whatever it is that we want to achieve. Mañana, Catalina, mañana es en español a la misma hora, ¿ok? En los martes en inglés, los miércoles en español, the same time, a la misma hora. Okay, send request to be in your live. ¿Quién? In Live Mama. Okay, is that for real? Is those requests are for real or what? Okay, let's go. See, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop talking. Practice party, hola party. Here I am, mommy. Mira, look. All fashionable, like you. Okay. De nada, Catalina. Hola, ageless goddess Marta. You guys make some beautiful comments. It's hard not to pay attention to your beautiful comments at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Amazing. I have a beautiful group of people, my friends. You guys are the best. Let me tell you, guys are the best of bestest of bestest. Desde Venezuela, hola Nati. Ken, you are for your motivation. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Ken. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the title that I'm using today is Practice Your ABCs. And you know, when you're gonna learn how to play the piano, or you're gonna learn to play a guitar or any skill, the teacher or the coach always takes you back to the fundamentals, the foundation, the basic things, right? And that's why it's so important in life to really get that foundation strong. When you develop a strong foundation, it's very difficult that anybody can take you out of your balance, out of your foundation, when that foundation is a good one, it's a great one. So what do I mean by foundation? Foundation is when you have a belief system that doesn't get shaken easily by whatever is in, by whatever is trendy, you know. And you see that a lot in diet, you know, what to eat and what not to eat. And you see that changes like every day you find a new way to lose weight, a new way to eat this. And then sometimes in my email I get, don't eat cumin anymore, don't eat asparagus anymore. It's crazy stuff. And it's because if you don't have a good foundation of your values, then you're going to be shaking and you're going to be wondering, what do I eat? How do I pray? How do I train? And so on and so forth. So it's very good to have a strong foundation. Example, the type of person, I'm old school person, you know. I understand the innovation and the doing things differently, but if you have the good foundation, then you can improve and create new ways yourself. But if you don't have a good foundation, you keep changing training ways. So training is changing training styles, and then what happens? Then you get injury, or you hate it, you don't want to do it anymore, and you lose the motivation to continue doing whatever it is that you want. And it's not so much that you don't that is a bad thing to do, it's that you didn't work in what you needed to work in the beginning. So, for instance, your core values is a good foundation. If your core values is based that your health is very important to you, then your health is your number one priority. That your primary responsibility is for your own growth and well-being. So that is a strong foundation. Nobody who comes into your life to try to shake you and to make you feel guilty and to distract you from that which you want to achieve, it won't work. It won't work because if you have a value, if your value, and I'm going to use this, if you have a value that your health is important to you, then what happens? You go to bed early, so you can get up early to go and train. If you're the type of person like me, that I'm a morning person. I mean, I'm in the morning, I'm like, wow. By 8 o'clock, I'm wow. In the morning, I'm wow. By 8 o'clock, wow. It's divine. It's divine when you go to bed. You go to bed like with you want to go to bed. When I lie down at night, I say, oh God, this is the one of the best part of my day. It's just that sense of relaxation, that sense of a job well done, a sense of you did the best you could this day, and all that. So that is a good foundation to to keep your motivation strong, to keep yourself motivated on a daily basis to do what you're supposed to do. Example, one of the reasons it's so difficult for small people because I get emails all the time about how do you get your motivation? How can you? I like and I love your discipline. If you read the messages that people leave there, you read those kind of messages. How disciplined I am and how this kind of good stuff. But it's because you work daily in developing those habits, that discipline, because we all have the discipline. It's a matter of, yes, Patty, this is what you gave one of them, because I had like about 5 necklaces like you did for me. So thank you so much. So, where was I? Developing, okay, because developing that discipline and developing the consistency in, let's say, working out, that's what I get the most, is, is something that you have to do on a daily basis. The reason it's difficult for people to have consistency and the goal that they set out to do is because it's something that you have to do on a daily basis. Something that you have to do once a month, beautiful. You pay your bills once a month, right? But if you have to go to the gym once a month, you're not going to see the results that you want. Because in some areas, you have to do it in a daily basis. To be a good person, you have to be a good person every day. You're not a nice person when you feel like it. It's something that you have to be every day. So that what makes practicing your ABCs a little bit challenging. But it's not because it's impossible. It's because I have to have a mindset. I have to have a mindset of this, that my health is something that I have to work on a daily basis. Okay? Your health is something that you have to do on a daily basis. You cannot take care of your health only when you get sick. You cannot just take care of your health only in moments of emergency, all that kind of stuff. You do prevention, you do taking care of yourself every single day. Because always remember this affirmation: you either getting better or you're getting worse. You are either getting better or you are getting worse. So sometimes people say, well, I just do my exercises once, 3 times a day, 2 times a week. A day would be nice, huh? I don't even do 3 times a day. Well, I do 2 times a day. But sometimes I do 3 times a day. Gracias, Elena. Uh, but because some people use the excuse, oh no, well, I'm maintaining. Get out of your consciousness that mentality that you are maintaining. You are either getting better or you are getting worse. So don't keep believing that lie. So you have to work every single day to get better in all areas of your life. And this is why it's a full time job. Why? Because if you have to take care of your body, that's one area. You have to take care of your mind, that's another area. You have to take care of your spirit, that's another area. You really don't have to take care of your emotions because if you take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit, you're going to have powerful, healthy, beautiful emotions. You're going to be a happy person. Why? Because you are disciplined enough to do the things that are important to you. And then what happened that when you have a sense of consistency and the repetition of good habits, you become a happy person. And when you find that sense of comfort that comes from a job well done, then what are the consequences of that? You become a peaceful person. Why do you become a peaceful person? Because you are at peace with you. You know what are the most, you guys know this. When you go to I'm using the gym because it's something in common with all of us. When you go to the gym and you do your workout and you do it well, isn't that an amazing satisfaction? So the sense of peace comes from the satisfaction of a job well done, such as getting to the gym, not being so no, you don't go to the gym to socialize. You go to the gym, you can say hi, good morning, good afternoon, whatever, and then you get to work because that is working on your tempo. That is working on your tempo. That's why you go to the gym. So that is taking it, and then of course now taking care of that is one area of taking care of your body. Then you have to take care of your nutrition. You cannot be putting junk in this beautiful body. You can't. The God didn't put this body, give you this, lend this body to you, so you can fill it up with cheap gas, cheap food, cheap stuff. That is no, no, no. So you got for the body, you got your exercise. You have to eat right. You have to rest. You have to have some sense of entertainment, distraction for your body, a moment of relaxation, to relax, a moment of contemplation. And those moments, relaxation, contemplation, thinking, reflection, all those moments is cultivate at the same time cultivating your spirit. Because when you have that sense of peacefulness, that sense of a job well done, then you're gonna be a happier human being because you have been doing this, you have been practicing your ABCs. So another area, and those are few things in the body, right? Of course, there's much to it, but we only have like an hour. The next portion then will come in the mind part of it, the mind. What God says, do not be conformed by the world, right? This is God talking. This is not me talking. God says, do not be conformed by the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind and your attitude. So if I want to be a happy person, and of course, a happy person is a peaceful person, and a peaceful person is a happy person because peace is action and movement. Peace is a state of rest, and happiness is motion. So, peace is happiness, emotion. Because you're a happy person, you're a peaceful person. A happy person is a peace, peaceful person, and is a peaceful person is moving. So happiness or peacefulness is action and movement. Got it? Good, because I got it. Okay, so the not be conformed by the world, but be transformed. But we're talking about the mind. So to make changes in my life, then I have to renew my mind. And the renewal of your mind come by many factors. And a lot of them because you find them in my first book, Grandiosa, Vibrant at Any Age. Let me get the books. Well, no, you guys got the books. So Vibrant at Any Age, you find, no, let me get it so I show you. I'm a teacher. Show and tell. Show and tell. Okay. Okay. And I need one more. Okay. Teachers like to show and tell. Okay. So you find some of this information is in the book, the first book, Grandiosa, Vibrant at Any Age. In this book, this is the book number one, and in the book number one, you find everything that it has to do with the work of the mind, the psychological segment of it, and the spiritual segment of it. And in the spiritual segment of changing your thinking is the renewal of the mind by God, written by Dr. Jesus Christ. It wasn't written by Dr. Josefina Monasterio. It was written by Dr. Jesus Christ. Okay? And Dr. Jesus Christ says, do not be conformed by the world. Now, what did he say? If we want to follow our ABC, why did Dr. Jesus says, do not be conformed by the world? Because when you get conformed by the world, you never will achieve that sense of peacefulness. And then a peaceful person is a happy person. And a happy person is a peaceful person. And happiness is peace in motion. Got it? Got it. So do not be conformed, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. So in this book, you find affirmations, and then you can also find the affirmations. You can download beautiful, beautiful affirmations in my website, drjosefina.com. drjosefina.com. You go to my website and you can download the affirmation CDs. And the affirmation CD is the psychological portion on how to renew your mind, renew your thinking. And the spiritual way of renewing your thinking, you take your Bible and you read the scriptures and you memorize the scriptures, like the one I just gave you. I just gave you, this is chapter 12, Paul, chapter 12, the book of Romans 12. He talks about do not be conformed by the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind and your attitude. So you have to renew the mind, you have to replace the old programming, the programming of the world with the programming, godly programming, healthy programming, ABC programming. Because God created everything. God created the food that we're supposed to eat, the entertainment that we're supposed to enjoy. You look around, God has created everything. But what happened, the world keeps brainwashing you about what you're supposed to eat, how you're supposed to entertain yourself, how you're supposed to dress, how you're supposed to talk, and the whole thing. And then because we're lazy, we don't want to do the work. We don't want to stop and ask yourself, what am I doing? Am I a peaceful person? Do I have peace in my life? Am I a happy person? Do I have happiness in my life? Do I have joy in my life? What the heck am I doing with this life? And the thing is that this life has an ending. This is a parenthesis in eternity. We are in this beautiful parenthesis in eternity because we live in eternity. And in this parenthesis of eternity, we have been given certain amount of time. And this time can be 80 years, it can be 20 years, it can be 2 weeks, it can be 100 years. No, we don't know our parenthesis when it's going to collapse. And sometimes we just continue to waste our beautiful time in this parenthesis to explore these amazing dimensions that we have because we are multidimensional, we are multicolors, we are multi beautiful. We have multiple ways of expressing creativity. And you know that I have to use my example because it's the only thing I can show you that if I didn't give myself the opportunity when my children were teenagers, okay, now they don't need mom as they used to as when they're a little baby. And then I made the choice to go back to school to fulfill one of my dreams, which was to get my doctor's degree, a PhD. I'm not a medical doctor, I'm a PhD. And my focus of concentration is body, mind, and spirit, especially with the adults in adult education. That is my doctor's degree. So I made that choice. So if I didn't make that choice, I could not find all this the talents and the skills that takes to graduate from a doctor's degree program. Because I remember I took my classes, that was the easy part, right? You take your classes, you go to classes, you take exam, blah, blah, blah. You know, you keep do that for 3-4 years. Supposed to be 3 years max. It took me 5 because what I'm gonna tell you. So what happened at the end of those 3 years of taking classes, of completing the curriculum, then you have to pass the test. You have to pass the comprehensive exam, and the comprehensive exam is a tough exam that you have to, it's everything that you have studied that will allow you to graduate. It's like the bar exam for lawyers, right? So what happened to me was I flunked the first time I took the test. Why did I flunk? I flunked the test because it was all in writing and it was no multiple choices. It was just writing essays, explaining. And then, of course, to write as a doctor's degree candidate, you have to have the skill to write in the APA style. It's a style of writing that they require for anybody who's graduating. Oh my God, I flunked, and you only have 2 opportunities. So what I did, I thought about it, and like I'm asking you, ask yourself the question, and I asked myself the question, oh my God, now what? I spent 3 years going to school, all the money that I paid, all the energy, all the food that, all the investment that I have for 3 years going to school. And I had 2 choices, as always. We always had choices. One choice was give up. So we give up, waste all the money, all the time, all the driving, all the gasoline, all that investment, just waste it, okay? Or what I told myself, I'm going to learn how to write in the APA style because I'm going to pass my exam. I sat in this desk, here where I am right now, for a whole year. For 1 year, I sat here and I practiced for a whole year how to write correct English to be able to graduate with a PhD program, a candidate, doctor's degree. That's what I did. My kids will come into the house and they will see me all the time sitting here. The day I passed my, like I didn't have to, I passed my exam. They, the first time they came in the house and I wasn't sitting in my desk, they made a comment, Mom, the desk looks funny without you sitting there. Because I was like glued to this thing. Because at the determination, you have choices in life. You can either be lazy or you can say to yourself, I'm multidimensional. I'm a rainbow with many colors. I can do this. How difficult can it be? Well, I sit and I practice and I learn it. Period. And that's what I did. So that's one facet that you can see that you can continue developing and you can continue learning. The next thing was getting into a bodybuilding thing. Getting it back to this book. You know that I wrote it in this book. I had no clue of what the bodybuilding world was all about. I give myself the opportunity and pow! I discovered another dimension of me, another facet, something else that I could do and I didn't have no knowledge of it. And then in the next decade, I found I can be a writer. Oh my God. And I'm already written 4 books and I'm writing book number 5. So I'm going into my book number 5, which is going to be amazing. I love it. I have some of the scripture is here of the writing for the book number 5. It's amazing. I love it. Okay. So and that's why you are, I'm telling you all these things that you probably already know, and if you don't know, please get a book, my book, Barbara, at any age. You need 4 books, but start with number 1. It's because you live in this parenthesis. Right now, I have my parenthesis of 74 years. I know for sure that I have 74 years. I don't know if I'm going to live to 75. No idea, because God can take me tomorrow. And I'm willing to go. I have no qualms on going home because I feel that in my little parenthesis of 74 years, I have done everything that God has me sent here to do. And I feel deeply within me, I feel that I don't have any fear. Oh, dying. No. Whenever God wants me today, tomorrow, tonight, perfect. Because I don't feel like, I don't want to die because I want to do this and I want to do that. No, don't put yourself in that situation. You have this little parenthesis. Do what you're supposed to do. Because when you're supposed to do, if you do what you're supposed to do, and you practice your ABCs and doing those ABCs that sometimes it might look insignificant. It might seem insignificant. But in doing those ABC every single day, you find the meaning and purpose of your life. And you find the meaning and purpose of happiness and peacefulness. Because listen to this, if you are into it, you're like me, I'm into my parenthesis. I am into it. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do it well. I'm gonna be like Dr. Jesus Christ. When Dr. Jesus Christ or the Father was making the world, he will finish the ocean and say, and that is good. And then he finished creating the light, and that is good. God never created something and he said, oh, that's pretty bad. The opposite. God said, and that is good. And then when he created man, and I would rather say woman, but when he created man, he said, what did he say? He said, and that is very good. Huh? We are very, very good in God's eyes and in God's creation. So don't keep wasting the time that you have in these parentheses, because that parentheses start getting smaller, 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 and one day it's going to collapse and one day you're going to be gone. And one day you're going to find yourself that you don't have the faculties to continue living a healthy life. But it's not because the number of years, it's because the years of abuse in which your lack of discipline have put your whole body, your amazing mind, and your spirit into this kind of abuse and neglect. And that's not very nice. And God doesn't like that. God doesn't like that. God wants to say, very nice. Your accent is like what? Pow. Okay. Okay, let's touch, and we probably continue with this next time. Another practice of your ABC is avoid negative sources, negative places, negative things, and habits. Okay? If you have one of the ways to renew your mind, to renew your thinking, what is ABC? What I'm talking about. ABC is on topics, points. I just went through a lot of them right now. Another ABC point, I just talk about the body, I talk about a little bit about the mind. Now I'm talking about, I talk about the do not be conformed. Okay, so those are the ABC. I'm talking about them. Avoid negative sources. Negative sources. Avoid negative sources, no matter what kind of source. Okay? You have to avoid the negativity. Negative energy is contagious, and negative energy is very dangerous. You know that I don't tolerate anybody who put anything negative in my social media, in my platforms. I don't tolerate that. I don't check what's joking or anything. That person is blocked because your negativity, you go with your negativity someplace else. I'm not going to be around it. And I don't care whether it's in social media or it's in my close to it, because you don't need this. Life, my parenthesis is too precious, and it's too beautiful, and it's too pure to allow anybody with their negativity to contaminate my environment. And negative sources, like news are negative sources. If you put a TV on in the morning and you're having your breakfast, I feel sorry for you. Shut the TV off. Do not watch it. Find ways in which you can be informed, right? Get the information that you want, but in all this bombardment, continuously, the repetition, and people get fearful, and people get stressed out, and people think the world is ending, and then you look at God's world, and it's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's amazing, and it's not you are a Pollyanna and you putting your head in the sand. No, it's you protecting yourself. You're protecting your emotions. How can you watch something that they're taking a break and they say, when we come back, we're going to tell you something that you're going to get really upset. You're going to be very mad. Why would I watch that? Why would I wait for you to give me bad news? The Lord Jesus Christ, Dr. Jesus Christ says, be a messenger of good news, the good gospel, the good news. Be a person that always carries with you good news. Be a positive force in this crazy universe of man, because God's world is beautiful. God's world is perfect. The crazy world is a man-made world. And the man-made world is with all their narrative they create and develop in order to control the mind of the people. Do not let that to control your mind. If you want anybody to control your mind, let God to control your mind, because God will tell you how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are, how powerful you are, how precious you are, how unbelievable you are. And when every time you finish your day, God will say, and that is very good. That is my girl, Josefina. Pow! And I say, wow! Yes! Hello there. Hello, everybody. Yes, man. Yeah. Oh, Jessica, I'm on fire, baby. This girl's on fire. Okay. Negative places. Okay. Things have it. Okay. We got that, right? Avoid negative sources. That's one of the portions of the ABCs. Okay. Another portion of your ABC should be believe in yourself. ABC, right? Avoid negative people, negative sources, negative places, negative habits, and believe in yourself. And how do you believe in yourself? Because you believe, okay, what do I believe in myself? Yes, you can read books in psychology and all that stuff is good stuff, right? But the best psychology book, a book of psychology that I know, and I'm going to give you the secret, is written by Dr. Jesus Christ. Because when you read the Bible, what God says about you, Dr. Jesus Christ, baby girl, what he says about you, it's like he's romancing you. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're the apple of my eyes. I created you fearfully and wonderfully made. You are uh, special to me. You are precious to me. You are strong. You develop your body and your mind for your God-given task, and you have strong arms. And all this is in the Bible. I'm not making it up. Okay, this is written by Dr. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to plagiarize his work. God forgive me. Okay, so and that is believe in yourself. If I'm gonna believe what anybody says to me, I'm gonna believe what God says to me. Okay, and God is not a liar. And God is not somebody that telling me this today, and like a man, a normal man, a man-made man will, lie to you just to tell you things. Now you are pretty, or you this and you that, just to get what they want, and then they leave you and they drop you like a hot potato. Okay, that's reality of the world. Okay, I'm not saying everybody, but it happens. So if I want to believe somebody truthful that is not telling me, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're the apple of my eye," because the person wants the man wants something from me, and you know what? But when God says that to me, God doesn't want anything from me, but just for me to obey. And to obey what? To obey his ways, because his ways are very powerful ways. His ways are ways of me being prosperous, me being happy, me being the most amazing creature in the planet. And that is the real deal. Okay, so we got a boy, we got the people, believe in yourself. And the believe in yourself should come first from that, and then you can believe anything outside the world. Psychology books are very good information, but good stuff. But use first Dr. Jesus Christ. Okay, and of course you find that also in my book. In this book I talk a lot about that, about self-esteem, your self-esteem, self-awareness, uh, self-esteem and self-awareness and self-worth. Okay, now consider things from every angle. See, take a look at things from every angle. But don't do paralysis analysis. Analysis paralysis, right? Analysis paralysis that the person keep looking at it and keep mulling it over and keep mulling it over and mulling it over and thinking about it, and the person do nothing. Oh no, I'm thinking about it. But for how long? For how long? Between what is wisdom based on Dr. Jesus Christ? Wisdom is the word of God plus your life experience. You have life experience, that you see what God says about whatever you want to do, whatever endeavor is, and you make the choice. Very yes, and that Dr. Jesus Christ he also said that your yes have to be a simple yes or simple no. You know wishy-washy like this, I wishy-washy. Yes, no. I have a cold. Okay. A, B, C, D. I mean, we're gonna be finishing pretty soon before they cut us up. Okay, the D, don't give up and don't give in. Another portion of you, A, B, C, don't give up and don't give in. Give in. Like when for my doctor's degree, the story I just told you. Imagine if I would have given up. Imagine how would I feel? Because that's the real failure. Failure is not that I flunked my test the first time. Failure would have been me giving up. Because giving up means that I live my life, my parenthesis, with that sense of real failure because I gave up. Failure is giving up. But when you decide what I did, I'm going to work at it, I'm going to be good at it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it no matter what. And you know the price I pay. 1 year in this desk writing and practicing how to do it right. Because it's very difficult. Failure, giving up is forever. I would give up that opportunity to take my test. That would stay for me forever. Imagine living life with that kind of regret. You want to live your life without having many regrets. Maybe one regret. You know, I know I have probably one, at least one. But that's it. But a life full of regrets, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. So that's what you have to get off your ass and get with it and do what you're supposed to do and do your ABCs and recognize that doing what you want to do with your life is something that you have to practice every single day. This is not a 1 day thing. This is not a twice a week thing. This is something that you have to do on a daily basis, and that's why people find it difficult because it's something that you have to do on a daily basis. But once you get yourself trained mentally, once you train your mind, that you exercise and you train every day for vitality and balance, and that is one of the affirmations in my affirmation CD. Jessica sees, so Jessica has them. So I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. And you can find it here in YouTube. You can also look affirmation, and I have the affirmations there. I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. I didn't say, oh, I exercise once in a while for vitality and balance. It never happened. You have to do it every single day. And last one for today, it will be enjoy life today. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow may never come. Enjoy your life today. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow may never come. And sometimes tomorrow comes, but it's not the same because we never swim in the same river twice. And with that, I say pow, you say wow. Pow! Okay, I'm gonna read your comments and I'm gonna see what are we doing here in YouTube. Hello, my friends in YouTube, thank you so much. Okay, how I get my comments. Oh, wow, thank you so much. Vicky, mujer común, gracias por esos consejos. Gracias, mujer común, Blanca, Cabello, gracias, doctora Josefina. Oh, gracias a ustedes. Thank you so much. Thank you, mujer Blanca. Rose, power from, oh, thank you, Rose. Okay. So here, Jessica, Sena, I'm gonna quit here. Let me see if you guys have any comments here. Okay. So I'm gonna quit here in YouTube and Facebook because Facebook is always cut it off on before time. Okay. So Facebook, guys, I'm gonna be here back in Instagram and YouTube. Okay, probably YouTube longer. Yeah, I kept books in the kitchen. Great, Jessica. Jessica says yes. I keep the books in the kitchen and yeah. And preach your message. Yeah, great. Okay, let me cut here. Let me do the thing here for Facebook. Okay, let's see if we can save. Oh, great. It's letting me save because sometimes in Facebook, don't, hopefully, because sometimes it starts saving and then it says no. We'll see. Let's keep it positive. Okay, so here in Instagram, let's see if we have questions in Instagram. Jessica, Jessica, hola. Okay, and here in YouTube. Oh, thank you. XR, mujer como wow, no había escuchado. Oh, lo del río. Thank you, mujer común. Siempre hay algo nuevo, mami. Okay, saving, still saving en Facebook. Okay, let's see. Hola, Jessica. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions or comments about the issue for today? Saving, still checking out Facebook. Saving. Oh, save. Okay, let's share. Let's share here in Facebook. Okay, Facebook. Wow, it worked today in Facebook. That's great. Okay, so here. Hola, hola, chiquita. Okay. Okay, my friends. Okay, so goodbye here in Instagram. Instagram. Gracias, Lechic. Lechic. Okie dokie. So see you in 2 weeks. Remember, this is every other Tuesday. So I won't be here next Tuesday. I'll be here tomorrow for Spanish. And I see you next in 2 weeks. Of course, you see me every day, but the blog is every other week. Así es, yo pensaba que nunca podía hacer 30 abdominales. Ajá, exacto. Sí, abdominales, gracias a Dios lo hice. Yes. Me have a cold. Okay, Guadalupe, de nada. Okay, let's, Caria, let's see how we end here at YouTube. How do I end? End streaming. Okay, YouTube, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Pow. I love you. Yes.